Good morning. Welcome back to another edition of PreMarket PulseScan with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the infamous PulseWave trading system. PulseWave price trigger reports can be put right in your hand each and every trading day. Hope everybody had a good night's sleep because we are back and we are locked, loaded, and ready to roll. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is I was right. I was right about the market last night, and I was right about a few other things. The bad news is I got to cut and run it at 9:30 sharp. All right? Got to be somewhere. There's nothing I can do about it. So we will not waste time. We'll jump right into these markets. And I will explain to you how I made the Russell my hustle. All right. That's right. I made the Russell my hustle. My wife coined that phrase for me this morning. If you recall, in last night's end of day report, I revealed a few things to you. I told you there was a nice ride on the way up in the Russell, and that now it was time to switch to a more bearish perspective. And that's exactly what we did. We switched to a more bearish perspective. And unfortunately, I had to pull out and take profit before I came on here to do the show. Sorry about that. I got to be somewhere. I can't sit here and watch it. It's one of those joints when you got to sit and watch it, because if you don't watch it, then you can get picked in the pocket. And so since I'm the one that does all the pocket picking, I can't let them pick my pocket. So I had to stop, roll, and drop it and get out of the market. And that's what I did. Am I hurt? Am I sad? Because I could have made squoze out a little bit more profit. Not really. Market ain't going nowhere. It'll be here when I get back. It's all good. All right, so let's go into the overnight markets real quickie, and then we'll talk about it. Now, I hope you guys heeded the warning in last night's end of day report. I do believe I warned you. I told you to tighten up in the Bitcoin. I warned you. I even gave you the advanced 2-bar Charlie market setups hours in advance, almost a half a day in advance. I warned you in last night's end of day report. I told you we had a bearish 2-bar Charlie in the NASDAQ 100 and in the Russell. I gave it up to you. I told you what time it was. I told you what you needed to do. Did anybody take me seriously? I don't know who. All I know is what I do. I jumped on it. Jump on it. I had to do that. I had to take it back to 1983. Jump on it. All right. If you are still in that trade, you might want to go ahead and move that stop, lock in a little bit of profit. Christine Lagarde is talking right now about the ECB. As you know, they're doing exactly what the Federal Reserve in the U.S. tells them to do, and that's it. All right. So right now in the overnight market, we got the Dow futures down 332 points, trading at 24,231. NASDAQ 100 down 53 points, trading at 89.83 half. E-mini S&P 500 down 37 3/4 points, trading at 29.03 1/4. And that Russell that I made my hustle is down 41.5 points at 13.17 half. And we're looking at the Bitcoin Futures Composite Index, up $40, trading at 88.80. The overnight high was a whopping 9,560. And the overnight low was 86.45. I told you, I warned you about that 9,500 level. I told you about it. All right. Macho Man Randy Savage told you that you were going to hit some resistance at these levels. I told you to tighten up them stops. You know? And then switch it over to my Hulkamaniac. What are you going to do when the algos run wild on you? And that's what happened. The algos ran wild on you last night. Extreme volatility. And only those that had the foresight and the foreknowledge, the prophetic utterances of the algos to guide you through this cacophony of price action. Here's the thing. Nat gas right now is up a penny at $1.88. Crude oil futures are hanging strong, up $1.60, trading at $16.65. I almost don't even care anymore because they locked us out of the 2 front month contract. Can't trade June, can't trade July. They want to put you all the way back where there's no volume, no open interest. You'll be in there by yourself. Whatever. Sorry, I don't play in the woods by myself. I stay away from the dark forest. It should be noted that we also have a bullish 2-bar Charlie in the bond market. I warned you about that. Right now, the bonds are 13.30 seconds, trading at 181 and 25.30. Gold. Goldilocks got ate by the wolf in this particular edited version of Goldilocks. It didn't take 3 bears. It just took 1 bear. She got eaten alive. She didn't make it. Goldilocks didn't make it. Gold is now trading at $1,709.10, down $4.30 right now as we speak. Couldn't hold that 1730-ish level. Got to 1737 last night and just gave up the ghost. Gold was like, man, I don't want to play no more. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. You cats keep trading me and making me go up and down. I'm tired. I'm sitting down right now. I'm not going to go any further. I'm tired. And so the negative pulse wave is still in effect. We're still negatively pulse waving in the gold market. And we have no end in sight. We don't have any rally alerts. We have no alerts telling us that a support has been in place or is possibly becoming in place. Don't have it. We're just wide open to the downside. That's one of those reports I don't like to give. Looking at silver. Silver also not playing well with others. It's down 12 cents. We broke the $14 handle last night, folks. Not good, not good, not good. Right now, we're down 15 cents, trading at $15.16 after bouncing off of the $14.87 handle in the overnight market. Not looking good at all for you bulls out there. All right, the dollar is definitely not playing well with others. Had to be put in timeout. He's still being a bully on the playground. It's up 11 cents. And my memory doesn't serve me wrong, wasn't it also up like 10, 11 cents last night when we did the end of the day report? Well, it hasn't budged. It's at 99.66 right now. Got as low as 99.35 before bouncing back up again. Still below par. Having trouble. Can't talk this morning. Having trouble with the par level right now. And as a result of that, your euro is down 25 pips, trading at 108.56. Pound sterling is up 36 pips, trading at 124.90. The Aussie is down 42 pips, trading at 65.01. And your Canadian dollar is pretty much up about 20 pips, trading at 138.95. It did get as low as 138.51. Not really doing what I expected that Canadian to do. I did not get involved. I was thinking about getting involved, but I did not get involved last night because I knew I had to be somewhere and I couldn't sit and babysit today like I would have wanted to do. So I did not get involved. For those of you that did get involved, you're going to have to sit tight, hang tight, because this one right now is just like sitting there. If you're trading this, if you took the price triggers last night, you are in profit, albeit a small profit, but you are in profit. You just got to sit there and see what happens in that Canadian. Euro yen is down 32 pips at 115.65. Switching over to food. All right, food. Right now, soybeans are up 6.5 points at 8.44 even. Corn is unchanged at 3.14 half. And wheat is down 5.25 points. It's been slipping inside. And wasn't wheat just a few days ago up trading around 5.50? Now we're at 5.11 1/4. I told y'all when that everybody was geeking about a week or so ago. Remember when it was up like 20 or 30 cents? Everybody was like, "Woo, look at that! Ooh, 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 ooh!" And I was like, "Man, I am not impressed." And then I pulled up that chart in the end of day report, and I showed you how wheat is like the most choppy sideways trading security I've ever seen on the planet. And it basically is like a day trade type of a pattern where you have these up thrust, down thrust, up thrust, down thrust. So it's one of those kind of swing type markets. So that's why I wasn't really impressed. And I showed you what was about to happen. I showed you that that crash alert. Those of you that get the futures PulseWave reports, I'm sure you was checking for that. I'm sure you saw that because it was on there. We are in a negative pulse wave scenario in the wheat right now. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there for you. As far as the beans, though, beans are doing what they should be doing because we had a primary rally alert in corn and beans last night. So they're doing exactly what we expect them to do. But truth be told, they are also in a bearish configuration as well. So, we're all over the place right now. Not a lot going on in that food space, but food is surely in the news. All right, let's get over to the news. Speaking about that news. All right, Amazon reportedly spent nearly $10 million on thermal cameras purchased from a Chinese company blacklisted in the U.S. over allegations it helped the Chinese government detain a dude's name I cannot pronounce and other minorities, according to Reuters. The name I can't pronounce technology reportedly sold Amazon 1,500 thermal imaging cameras, 500 of which are intended for use in the United States. Microsoft reported third quarter earnings on Wednesday, reporting $35 billion in revenue and $10.8 billion in net income. Microsoft's overall commercial cloud business, which includes Microsoft's Azure cloud computing platform, Office 365, and other cloud services, reached $13.3 billion in sales for the quarter, up 39% year over year. Truth be told, Microsoft is taking credit because I'm a customer of that Office 365, so I helped them reach that goal, So I would like to give myself a pat on the back for making another company rich instead of myself. All right, let's see here. Facebook stock surged 10% in after hours trading on Wednesday after the company announced surging user numbers and better than expected financial earnings for the first quarter. In the first 3 months of the year, Facebook netted $17.74 billion in revenue, up 18% year over year, though it says it experienced a significant drop in advertising demand. Tesla CEO Elon Musk went on a Twitter rampage protesting the various lockdowns meant to curb the novel coronavirus spread in the US. Musk tweeted, "Free America now," and shared an article critical about lockdowns. Salesforce is canceling all its events for the rest of 2020 and moving them online, including the massive Dreamforce conference that takes over San Francisco every year. Salesforce said it made the decisions as the COVID-19 situation continues to evolve, and its first priority is to help ensure the health and safety of our customers, partners, employees, and communities. Apple and Google have released the first version of their contact tracing API to developers. It means governments and public health organizations can test out the tech in their own contact tracing apps and give feedback. Airbnb has postponed new grand hires until August 2021, but is giving them 10% of their offered salary right now, even if they turn down the job. All right, Glassdoor says the Airbnb's average new grad base salary is about $133,000, meaning the average 10% stipend could be about $13,000. 170 cybersecurity experts warned that the British government's contact tracing app could be used to surveil people even after coronavirus has gone. Experts warned the app could result in a database that could then be used to de-anonymize users. Why is that news? Everyone knows that Great Britain has like 1 billion cameras. Come on now, that whole London, Britain area, whatever, it's the UK. Come on, cameras everywhere. They got like 3 trillion cameras with voice and sound. Come on, man. Really? How's that news? We already know that. We already know that. Let's see. Lyft said on Wednesday that it would cut nearly 1,000 jobs and had furloughed 288 workers. Collectively, the job cuts and furloughs represent more than 20% of Lyft's latest reported headcount of 5,683 employees at the end of 2019. And lastly, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is now worth 2 Mark Zuckerbergs. Bezos is now worth $140 billion, while Zuckerberg is worth $70 billion, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Who gives a darn? I sure don't. All right, let's see what else we got going on right quickie. I know we got some more stuff going on in this Mickey flick. All right, here we go. It's amputation. Shell cut its dividend for the first time since World War II. The latest sign of the brutal crisis decimating the oil industry. Shell slashed its dividend for the first time since the Second World War on Thursday, cutting shareholder payments by 67% as coronavirus torpedoes demand for commodities and shatters the oil-producing industry. Dun, dun, dun. They're caught in the middle of a political fight. That's what that is. Oil prices are bouncing despite warnings that global energy demand in 2020 is set to slump 7 times more than during the financial crisis. Oil prices are rising once again on Thursday, shrugging off comments by the International Energy Agency, IEA, that energy demand is set to fall the most on record this year amid coronavirus, as lower than expected demand for storage boosted prices for the commodity. The horrendous impact of coronavirus on Europe's economy is growing clearer as GDP shrinks 3.8%, and Germany and France and Spain report catastrophic data. The Eurozone economy declined at the fastest rate on record, shrinking by 3.8%, according to preliminary estimates from Eurostat on Thursday. Warren Buffett's favorite stock market indicator hits record high, signaling a crash could be coming. Warren Buffett's favorite stock market indicator has climbed to a record high, signaling stocks are overvalued and another crash could be coming. I would say you're a day late and a dollar short. I warned people last night and gave y'all real-time bearish two-bar Charlie alerts right off the cuff. Where were you at, Warren? Dow S&P 500 futures dip at end of strong month. Jobless data was awaited, and we already know what happened to that. Twitter top sales estimate sees rebound from Asia's eased coronavirus rules. Twitter Inc. on Thursday said that its ad sales had slightly rebounded in Asia after a plunge due to the coronavirus outbreak, and that it had accelerated work on tools to attract key advertisers, becoming the latest tech company to report a lighter blow from the pandemic than forecasted. Is that so? You don't say. I'm gonna have to give my man Robert props on this one. Yeah, man. Looks like your analysis of the situation, main man, is absolutely 100% correct. And it looks like you will be definitely dancing later on today. I have to say, it is looking that way. It is coming together nicely for you, my brother. Robert knows who he is. He's in the trading room. He knows what I'm talking about. He is our resident options expert. He's been killing and pimping the options market using the PulseWave price trigger reports. He is a bandit. He is wanted for extreme pimperage of the options markets. If you've seen Robert, please notify the authorities immediately. He is wanted for extracting huge sums of money from the financial markets, options markets. If you have seen him, please do not approach him, as he is armed and dangerous with the PulseWave price trigger reports in his hands. Go, Robert. All right, let's see what else we got. First quarter earnings coming in, Amazon and Apple. We got that. Economic data is Russia's HSBC manufacturing PMI. And of course, Christine Lagarde is also doing her conference. So that's what's going on. All right, that was our market news for the day. I do have something else. Somebody gave me something in the trading room, man. They blew my mind, but I ain't got time to go into it. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to make a note of this, and then we're going to talk about it. All right? He hooked me up with the quickness, some things I've been telling you guys, warning you guys about, seems to already be in the works. Now, I know there are dissenting views and things of that nature. But I gotta tell you, man, I gotta tell you, it doesn't matter, what your opinions and how you feel and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. What really matters is what is truly happening and going on. I heard some dissenting voices the other day. They were saying that, like some of the things I was saying was not the case. I'm sure they were well intended, but they were absolutely 100% wrong, and this data will prove it. The data that I got is a doozy. Straight up, one of our traders in the trading room, he put me on to this. Just so you guys know, if anyone ever sends me any information, especially if it's an article on a website or something, I always back that stuff up, man. Because not only are they pulling videos off of social media, but they're also pulling articles sometimes and blocking them, things like that. They've been leaning on people with real heavy, like real heavy. So when y'all send me stuff, I always archive that stuff immediately so that when I'm ready to deal with it, it's not gone. It's not missing in action. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that out there also. So I appreciate you guys. Keep sending me stuff, and I will get to it and address it. But this one is a doozy. So this is what we're going to do. When I get back, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to deal with this when I get back. So I will be doing another midday live stream. All right. I'll let you know when it's going to be. Depends on how things go for me today. Got some stuff to do. And then we're going to, we'll get into it. So far, I haven't seen nobody talk about this, but by the time I get back, if I'm late, maybe someone already have beat me to it. But yeah, I'll drop the link right now in the trading room. And we're going to deal with this. See, and that's the thing too, man. It's like when I be trying to warn people and tell them what's up, sometimes they be like, nah, man, you don't went off the deep end, you know? So then when it comes out in the media, they're like, oh my goodness, did you hear about this? This is so spiritual. And I'm like, I told you that like last night, dude. What's wrong with you? All right, so we're gonna deal with it. Like I said, I gotta get ready to bounce, but we will deal with this. All right, we got to. We don't have a choice. It's right in our face. I would be remiss if I did not. Okay, so we're gonna work it out when I get back. Like I said, I gotta handle some business, and then we're gonna work on it. We're gonna see what's up, and we're gonna make it do what it do. All right, so just hang in there. I just posted the information in the trading room. You guys can talk amongst yourselves with it, and then when I get back, we'll go online and we'll deal with it. If you have not already done so, I think you need to go to PulseWaveTrading.com and you need to at least sign up for a free account so that you can be kept abreast of what's going on, because a lot of things that go on don't go on in a live stream here on YouTube. All right. So you want to be kept abreast and kept in the loopy loop. Second of all, as far as I had a thought and it just left me. Oh well, opening bell just went off, so you guys need to put y'all tickets in if you haven't done so already. And I'll hit y'all back when I get back. All right, PulseWaveTrading.com. You know what it is. You know what you need to do. And I'm out. So peace. See you back here probably later on this morning. I don't know. Yeah, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. But I do have to hit this this article. We do need to go over it because it does talk about everything I've talked about in both documentaries. There is no collapse. If you haven't watched that documentary, you need to put on your big boy pants and your big girl pants and sit down and watch it. I know it's a 5-hour long mammoth, but you need to listen to every word of it. And then when you're done with that, you need to do part 2, which is the Fed versus the blockchain and the central banks versus the crypto market. You need to do it. You need to get it in your system, because what we're going to talk about later today is the culmination of all of that. All right. The confirmation is now here. So please get ready. You don't want to miss this. All right. All right. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.